top 10 most badass anime entrances. Some of the most hyped parts of an anime are the moments when a character makes a sudden appearance to turn the tide of a battle or provide an incredible twist to the story. Just remember how ecstatic you were when Goku finally landed on Namek to save his friends from Frieza's lapdogs. So, with that in mind, in today's video, we're going to relive the top 10 most badass entrances that'll go down in history. Number 10. Shinra takes down Rekka. Fire Force is a brutal show, and episode 8 was arguably one of its darkest ones, where Lieutenant Rekka is trying to find hosts for Spark. Using his likable personality, he lures a mother and a few children for his tests. His loyal servant Tamaki, who's infatuated with this dude, is helping him in this endeavor, but she soon finds out that behind Rekka's goofy facade is a madman who doesn't even flinch before burning a mother in front of her children. Horrified by his actions, Tamaki tries to stop him, but this is when he starts beating the life out of her. It seems that she's going to become his victim, but just then, Shinra falls down like a goddamn meteor to flatten Rekka in a second. The whole sequence is beautifully animated by David Production, and the hype-inducing musical score doesn't disappoint either. Now, Fire Force has no shortage of epic showdowns, but this was the moment that truly hooked people to the show.
Amusing.
Number 9. Berserker joins the party. Berserker is arguably the most charismatic character in the Fate series. His brute strength, zero morality, and tendency to lose control have given us some of the greatest fight scenes in all of anime, and his importance in the series becomes apparent the moment he joins the grand party of servants in Fate Zero. Most of the servants are either observing or joining Saber and Lancer in their epic duel, but when the madman makes an entry, all eyes are drawn to him. While his dark aura scares most of his rivals, Gilgamesh is mad at his intrusion and tries to finish him off. He soon learns that he messed with the wrong guy, because this armored monster is not only extremely fast, but has no concept of fear or defeat. His relentless nature makes him a scary foe, and Studio Ufotable made sure to remind us of this fact by giving him an insane introduction. Number 8. Roy Mustang shows no mercy. Anyone who's seen FMA knows that Roy Mustang is a bad man. But when he gets stabbed by Lust in episode 19, no one expects him to show up anytime soon. We're proven wrong, however, when he appears just in the nick of time to save Alphonse and Riza from the same fate as his comrade Havoc. And at this moment, we witness the savagery hidden underneath Roy's calm demeanor. He burns the homunculus again and again, ignoring her screams of agony. He doesn't stop his assault until Lust is nothing but a pile of ash laying on the floor. This is by no means an easy scene to watch, but it's action sequences like this one that made FMA one of the greatest animes of all time. Number 7. Gojo makes a statement. Jujutsu Kaisen is a great shonen for a whole plethora of reasons. It has an interesting cast of characters and some of the best fight scenes in all of anime. I mean, how can we forget the epic battle where Yuji and Todo face off against Hanami? And while this battle was surely one for the ages, we can't forget how it ended with a statement from Gojo, who had been overshadowed by his illustrious students. In a sequence that was both stunning and heart-racing, he shows off his strength by using Hollow Purple. With just a single move, he not only silences all of his enemies, but also puts Mappa among the gods of animation. Number 6. Utsuro's show of strength. As a huge fan of Gintama, I am rarely surprised by any of the characters, since in this anime you expect all sorts of weirdos to make an appearance. From alien royalty to sentient robots, nothing is off limits here. But even I was surprised when a masked man took out some of the strongest characters without breaking a sweat. For people who haven't watched it, Utsuru is like the OG villain who's so damn overpowered that the closest comparison would be Thanos. This Grim Reaper is so strong that even before his arrival, Sogo's hands start shaking. And anyone who knows Sogo will understand how terrifying that is. So even though this might not be the flashiest entrance out there, it is the scariest one for sure. Number 5. Hideyoshi is a gigachad. I know many people haven't heard of Sengoku Basara, let alone of Hideyoshi, who is the main antagonist of the second season. And it's a shame, because not only is this a solid anime, but Hideyoshi might be the first gigachad. He possesses demonic powers and is hell-bent on sending Japan into total chaos. And when he's confronted by multiple armies, we get to see why you don't want to mess with him. Even as thousands of arrows fly towards him, the man doesn't move an inch. Instead, he just waves his arm to send them back to where they came from. Yeah, he can control things with his freaking mind. Couple that with those scary expressions on his face, and you've got a great villain who receives exactly the kind of introduction he deserves. Number 4. Levi is out for blood. The viewers of Attack on Titan are no strangers to the pain of losing their beloved characters. But the third season was especially brutal, as the Beast Titan used its precision throwing ability to take out pretty much the entire of the Survey Corps. But before we could even feel bad for the fallen heroes, Levi appears behind the Beast Titan and takes him down in a flash. This scene, that only lasts a few seconds, reminds us of the great strength that lies in the Ackerman blood. Even Zeke is shocked by this lightning assault, and before he can even think about what to do next, he's on the ground, and Levi is cutting down the Titan's neck to bring him out. There aren't many uplifting scenes in this battle, but this surely was one of them. Number 3. Naruto comes back home. Pain's assault on the Leaf Village was simply heartbreaking. In the span of a couple of episodes, this godlike being not only destroyed the whole village, but even took the lives of many of the show's best characters. After witnessing his strength, it seemed as if no one could stop this carnage. That is until Naruto returns in his sage form. He couldn't believe the destruction before his eyes, and it only fueled his rage, which helped him take down the leader of Akatsuki. This battle, which lasts multiple episodes, was one of my favorite in the entire series, because even though it has average animation, the emotional impact it had was stronger than probably any other fight. So in my opinion, it truly deserves the number 3 spot on our list. Number 2. No fear, the bald man is here. There are so many things that made One Punch Man an instant classic. Its satirical humor, insane action, and deep characters are enough to propel it among the greatest anime of all time. But for me, it was episode 7 when I truly fell in love with this show. To jog your memory, it's the episode where an asteroid is heading for City Z. S-ranked heroes like Bang, Befoy, and Genos are trying their best to stop this force of nature from killing thousands, but it's no use. And as Genos sits on the ground awaiting his end, our bald hero calmly walks forward to save everyone. From his nonchalant dialogue to the OST playing in the background, everything adds to his charisma as he goes straight through the asteroid. Now before I reveal the number 1 entry to our list, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads. Number 1. The Symbol of Peace. I know it's hard to imagine, but there was a time when My Hero Academia was simply out of this world. Season 1 was especially good at surprising us with one great fight after another. And in the penultimate episode, they gave us arguably one of the best fights of all time. As Nomu wreaked havoc inside the training facility, our heroes seemed powerless. But as things became bleak, the symbol of peace got there to set an example for his pupils that no matter what, a hero doesn't give up. His fight with Nomu was brutal for his already injured body, but he didn't give a damn about that. Instead, he powered through all the pain to smash this monstrosity into the stratosphere. Studio Bones has always been great at giving life to its fight scenes, and this was one of their masterpieces. And that wraps up today's video. Feel free to share your thoughts with me in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.